Hello, and welcome everybody to the first episode of the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Basically, this is my new YouTube channel to talk about sports. Um, this is going to be entirely different. This is not going to be like ESPN. This is not going to be like Sports Center. Um, I will not be talking politics. Um, I will not be talking about race and all that stuff. I just I've had enough of that. Honestly, watching ESPN and Sports Center for the past years on that, and I really think it's still and honestly, I think it's even inappropriate. I just think that's between it should be left behind closed doors. Honestly, here I believe in equality and stuff like that, but don't get me wrong, I just don't. Uh, I want us to actually just talk about sports. Let's go back to talking about sports and stuff, and not all this agenda crap that's been put out in the media today. I want this to be fun for you, the audience, and also for myself. This is like a hobby. I have a full time job. I make trailers over there at Great Dane. Run my job over there, so I do have a full time job. I'm gonna be doing this on the side as a hobby. It's fun for me because I love talking about sports. I talk about it every day. This is something that I enjoy and I'm going to take very, very serious. So, you, the listeners and subscribers, I am new to this. Please give me time. We will grow. I will grow and get better. I'm doing this first video off my laptop, so I'm learning as we go along. But we can learn together. Let's enjoy this. Um, I'm a very blunt and straightforward kind of guy. That's the kind of news you all are going to be getting from me. So let's jump right into the first episode. Episode 1 of the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Welcome, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. As you can see behind me, I am a diehard Cowboys fan. Have been for 29 years. I'm going on 30 years. So I am diehard. There's been a lot of sad seasons, a lot of crazy no catches in the playoffs. There's been a lot of sadness, anger. Yeah, there's just been a lot of different emotions for these past decades with my Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to be straight and forward. Um, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, y'all screwed the pooch, so to speak, on this Dak Prescott contract for the last couple few years. Definitely thought we should have signed him 3 years ago. Get him under the contract. At that time, we could have probably got him for like I want to say between 27 mil to anywhere between 27 and 32 mil a few years ago. Now we're talking about potentially 12 to 15 million more. So all the way up to 17. Sounds like he's asking for about 43, 44 million per season right now. At least that's the reports that are coming out. He wants exactly right behind Patrick Mahomes style money. That is a very rich contract. That's asking a lot, especially whenever the rest of the team has so many holes all over the place. We got holes in the secondary. We got holes on the D line, on the defense. Everywhere. Offensive line. We don't know who's coming back. We had retirements to the O line. And, God rest his soul because, that it, you never really hear about somebody that has an illness that's living with an illness like that. So, I'm actually pretty glad that he retired because I want him to go on and live a happy, normal life. But, we definitely missed you. We missed you center there, buddy. Um, but, there's a lot of holes. Zeke, he's not running very well. He definitely does not look the same since he got his contract. D-Law, let's not even get me started on D-Law. Heck, last year, watching that team, somebody who's been out of the NFL for basically 5 years, half a decade, and Alden Smith came in and jumped off my TV set way more than D-Law did. His contract is killing our team right now. Honestly, if it was me, I'd find a way to get rid of him in a trade or whatever. I know that we need to find a way to save money and stuff, and that's fine. But I do not whatsoever like the fact that that's our yeah. I just do not like the fact of that contract at all. Yeah. Defensive end's a big deal on the D line, but he's a bust under that contract, defensive end right now. He's such a liability. I don't see the effort. Some players, to me, they play so hard and so gun ho and tough until they get that big contract, and you just see them because they got paid. They get the payday and run. Yeah. Almost reminds you of somebody like from the Tennessee Titans that went and got his payday with the Washington Redskins one off season. And what happened to him? Wow. I think everybody knows who I'm talking about there. I'm just saying, there was so much wrong with the Cowboys last year. Between Mike Nolan's defense, between the players revolting against their coaching staff and calling them out, it's just, there was turmoil in that locker room. Now, yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes, y'all. I know they're bad for you. But anyways, Dak isn't the problem. What he wants money-wise, it's a huge problem. Dak, come on. You want $40 million. Oh, I'm going to take this off. You want $44 million is what's reported out there per year by sources. $44 million per season. Let's take a step back. Let's ask ourselves, is Dak worth $44 million a season? Is he right behind Patrick Mahomes? As a Cowboys fan, sadly, no, you're not. Last time I checked, Aaron Rodgers is still in the league, and Aaron Rodgers is as people say, he's a bad man at quarterback. He is. He's taken, other than Devontae Adams at receiver and Aaron Jones, who? What else does he have to work with? And he's gone to the NFC Championship game, the last 2 seasons? Dak can't do that. You can't do that with the Cowboys. Not at all. Dak is still kind of a quarterback that needs everything to be right around him. I would think that he would already be aware of that because whenever Zeke got suspended for I believe it was 6 or 8 games, him and his numbers in the team was crap. Straight crap. Not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to put it right out there. It was crap. Obviously, he's gotten better each offseason. I believe without Zeke and stuff, he would be better. He wouldn't be like he was in those 6 to 8 games. But let's remember, he has a losing record basically since last year. He is like 5 or 6 games below 500 as a starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And yet you and your agent want to demand around $44 million per season. Sometimes the market dictates, yes, a majority of the time, the market dictates what the players get paid, even if it's not what their worth is. Dak, from a leadership standpoint, yes, from a leadership standpoint, he is worth a lot. But like I said, he's this type of quarterback. You have to have the pieces around him. You have to have the O-line right, which right now it is crap. We have health issues, health concerns on that O-line. Some people are talking about Zack Martin. I, for one, heck no. Don't even think about cutting, trading, or anything Zack Martin right now. Yeah, I would give Zack Martin time. I want to keep Zack Martin. He's a staple to that O-line. I know there's other pieces that we're wondering about. We'll get into those. But Dak, if he wants to stay a starter with the Dallas Cowboys, he's got to come down on his asking price. And I think he should. I also think that some of these players that signed their big, gigantic contracts and got the market value when they signed, and quite frankly, flat out have not lived up to it. Maybe y'all should be like what Tom Brady does and has been doing. Give some of that money back to put towards Dak's contract. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to throw out a name. And I'm going to start out with the number one culprit, DeMarcus Lawrence. Why don't you restructure your contract? Give some of that. Make some room to sign Dak. If we want to keep Dak, this is what I'm saying. If we want to keep Dak, how about Ezekiel Elliott? How about you give away a little bit of that money? Restructure your contract so your buddy Dak, your best friend Dak, can stay a Cowboy. Amari Cooper, if he wants to stay, restructure. If not, honestly, I believe it's after this season, we can cut him and cut our losses. We won't have nothing on us. He's got this thing in his contract where basically after 2 seasons we can wash our hands in the contract. And honestly, I would do that because he's like a $22 million. He's $22 million cap hit. So I would definitely do that. I would if it's after this season, I'd cut him. Because I mean, why 3? We don't need him. I mean, in so many games, he's a no-show. In very important games, he's a no-show. He'll have those occasional big games. We have CD, and I think that we should try to sign Michael Gallup. Keep Michael Gallup, CD, have a young 1-2 punch, and get rid of Amari after this season. Cut him. And cut the money. That'll definitely help us big time. Tyron Smith. I don't know how his neck. I don't know if his body is healthy enough to come back and be formidable at the left tackle spot. We shall see, maybe. But I mean, let's see, his $14 million cap hit. I have. He's actually Tyron. Sorry, you guys. I have bronchitis, so been drinking tea and stuff, trying to fight it, and some Sprite. But he's actually my biggest worry on contracts right now. Is Tyrone Smith. I don't know if he's gonna. I think he starts taking. I think he's gonna be taking steps back. Now he's a Hall of Famer. He's a shoe-in Hall of Famer in my opinion. But he's at the end of his career. I just don't see his body holding up that much longer. Alden Smith. I want to try to sign Alden Smith because, like I said, sign Alden Smith. Try to figure something out with DeMarcus Lawrence because Alden Smith was way better than him. And he's been out of the league for, like I said, half a decade. And he was better than him. That's an issue. These are things that I would look into. Maybe looking into a trade or something. Make a smart trade where it's not the cap hit. You know, we got to worry about the cap hit and stuff because we have about $14 million in cap space room right now. But I mean, we have to do something because you got to think about it. If we got, and these are just numbers right now because I mean, because of COVID, they're still checking into everything and seeing what the numbers are going to be for the team's salary cap and stuff like that. I think the adjusted salary cap right now I'm looking at it's at $210 million. The 2021 NFL salary cap $185 million. They're saying that 2020 rollover cap of $25.4 million for the Cowboys. So we got about all contracts right now. Roughly about 143.5 million. I am actually trying to find out. We need to know about this dead money, and that's important too. Whenever it comes to these caps and stuff, it's that dead money. But I mean, we got signing bonuses. Maybe some of these contracts we can turn into signing bonuses. You never know. I mean, yeah. What are we gonna do about Lyle Collins at right tackle? I don't know. Hey, I mean, is he an $8.5 million guy? I don't know. My opinion says no, honestly. I really don't know how he is. Don't get me started on Jalen Smith. Now, Jalen Smith's contract is not that bad. For, base salary is $7.2 million. Sign-on bonus of $1 million. Option bonus of $1.6 million. We got Leighton Vander Esch. I'm okay with that. Trayvon Diggs, we still got him under his rookie contract. So, I mean, there we're good. He's not even making a million yet. Basically, he's got, a sign-on bonus. Let me find him here. I mean, we just got to find ways. He's right at around $900,000. Trayvon Diggs, and I think he's gonna really improve this offseason. I think he's gonna be a better corner. I know he got beat a lot last year, but he also did some good things last year. He was learning. He was a rookie. A lot of rookies struggle. But his sign-on bonus is a half a million, which is fine. So there's some contracts that make sense. That's not a bad contract. That's a rookie contract. That's what we need. That's what I'm saying. We need some more rookie contracts right now on this roster. We gave market value contracts. We reset the market for so many players, and not Dak. We didn't even touch that. Why? Why would you touch Zeke's contract before your quarterback? I was wondering it then. I wonder it now. We could have got him at a discount. Now you're looking at millions more. 5 plus, 10 plus million. More than what you could have got him for. And to be honest, I really wonder if Tony Pollard can take the helms at running back. I really do. I really do wonder that because Zeke's legs, speed, and everything. His fumbling became a really eye-opening experience last year. I just don't know. Yeah, I think he's treading downward. I hate to say it. I don't want to say it because I love my Cowboys. Like I said, 30-year fan. I see him next couple years turning into a Todd Gurley. And that's not good. That turned out to be a awful contract for the Rams. Yeah, hence he's in Atlanta now. But that was an awful contract. That's Zeke's contract is starting to remind me. It was a bad contract. But I mean, we got our top players up here. I want to go through the list of the top players contracts right now. Like I said, D Law, $17 million base salary, $5 million signing bonus. Amari Cooper, $20 million base salary. I believe that's every year. I think it was a 5-year, $100 million contract. Signing bonus, $2 million. Zack Martin, $11 million, $4 million signing bonus. Tyron Smith in the last year of his contract, $10.5 million. Ezekiel Elliott, $9.6 million with $1.5 million signing bonus. That to me right now is a stupid contract. I love Zeke Elliott. I loved him coming out of Ohio State. But like I said, he's not going to live up to the value of his contract amount right now. Not in my eyes. I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong, guys. Lael Collins, 8.5, 1.8 signing bonus. You also got option bonus. Ezekiel Elliott, $2.6 million. $700,000 for Lael Collins. And Jalen Smith is $7.2 million base, $1 million signing bonus, and 1.6 option bonus. Now, Blake Jarwin, he had his moments. Him and Schultz, man. Schultz did too. Dalton Schultz, I definitely would keep him. He's under his contract is $2.1 million, almost basically $2.2 million. And with $113,000 sign-on bonus. That's not a bad contract to me, honestly. Michael Gallup, almost $2.45 million. $222,000 sign-on bonus. Greg Zuerlein, kicker, $2.25 million with $333,000 sign-in bonus and roster bonus of $250,000. Yeah, so that one kind of comes up to around $3 million. Kind of up there a little bit for kickers usually. I don't know if we might want to look at a kicker later on. Just my opinion. We're good with CD Lamb. I'm good with Leighton Vander Esch. I mean, yeah, he's been hurt, but I do not see him turning into like I don't think he's going to be a liability. I think he's going to get better. I think he's going to keep steadily improving. And honestly, at him, I really I still see huge upside. As definitely as the outside linebacker, I think he's going to be one of the premier ones in the league to come. I think he's going to be one of the best ones in the league. So I'm entirely okay with him. Anthony Brown now, $4.25 million with $1.5 million signing bonus. I want to see if we can trade and get rid of some of these contracts the best that we can. I would definitely start looking at DeMarcus Lawrence right off the bat. I do not see him returning to form. Like I said, he to me fits the bill and looks to fit the bill and seemed to be on the field like he fits the bill. Got paid and stopped the work. Seriously. He reminds me of Chris Johnson. Got the money, didn't see too much more of him after that, really. Pardon me for a second. Pouring me some tea here. Got to keep fighting that bronchitis, y'all. Excuse me. Now, like I said, Amari Cooper's contract, I'm pretty certain after this season, we can cut him and his contract. Wholeheartedly. It won't hit our cap in any way. That's $20 million per season we're saving. We need to do it after this year. Cut the losses. Cut your losses. We got two good receivers. Like I said, I definitely want to re-sign Michael Gallup and keep him teaming up with CeeDee Lamb. And I want them to be our duo. Is it a good trio? Of course. But we can always draft another receiver and get rid of $20 million per season for free for, I think, 2 or 3 more years. And just draft, if we need to, a pretty good stud number 3 receiver, possibly could end up being a number 1, number 2, in, let's say, a first 3 rounds of another draft or 2 from now. It's not a big deal. But I want to see. I would actually take calls on Zeke. I would take calls on Zeke. Zeke and DeMarcus Lawrence and Amari Cooper. It may be. Man, yeah, those are the 3 main ones. What I'm saying is, this is if you want to keep that. Think of ways to save money, make room for money to sign Dak to a contract, and then start getting smart. You might have to start a rebuild. You may not like it, but it's probably smart. Get the money back under control. Get draft picks or draft players. Build in the draft right now, because those are lower contracts. you're not hitting market contract. You got to build smartly around a quarterback if you're going to pay them the money that he's kind of asking for, which is $43, $44 million a season. You got to. You got to make sure that 3 or 4 of your big stars that you draft basically accumulate for Dak's contract. You know, you got to make the money amount right and have the pieces set around them. So with that, like I said, me personally, Patrick Surtain is my 10th overall pick in the draft for the Dallas Cowboys. That's who I would take. There's also the other corner from Virginia Tech. I think he sat out. I can't try to remember his name, but I'm 99% certain he's the corner out of Virginia Tech. Either him or Patrick Surtain, I think, is the best fit for the Dallas Cowboys at that pick at number 10. Just want to say my next video that I'm getting ready to upload here in a second on episode 2 of the Rockey Sports Talk Sheet is going to describe and talk about why, and like I said, this is just my opinion. I just sat kind of the table of what maybe you could do to keep Dak Prescott and give him the contract that he's looking for. In my opinion, the next video is going to tell you why I think we should cut our losses with Dak Prescott and go a different route at quarterback. That's going to be in the next video to come, guys. Thank you. I'm new to this. I'm going to continue to get better. The tech's going to get better. Me and my family kind of moved down here. Lost some of the stuff. I lost some of the stuff from my cameras and stuff like that. So right now, like I said, I'm streaming off my laptop and stuff. Haven't done this before, but I hope that you all do like this. I hope you all do like and subscribe. I know that that's what people say in their video. I'm not going to try to be the one to jam it down your all's throat stuff. I'm just going to basically say it like one time in each video, and that's it. Because I just want to do this fun. I want you guys to enjoy yourself, and I want y'all to get as much content as y'all can. I want y'all to get good quality content. You all can write comments and stuff. Like I said, I do have a full-time job. I will try to get back to some of y'all when I can. Hopefully y'all like these videos. And we're going to keep talking sports here, people. And I'm going to be straightforward and blunt with you. So the next video to come is my opinion on why we should get rid of Dak Prescott and start fresh at the quarterback position of the Dallas Cowboys. Till next time, guys. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed yourself in episode 1. And hopefully episode 1 of many. Have a good one.